not going to speak on it. If you are soulless and a psychopath, you can become a rich man. If you have even a trace of a soul, you will remain poor because you can't do that to somebody else. What is up, YouTube, and welcome back, Wiggles Clan, to another Wiggles Reacts. It's your boy Wiggles, man. If you haven't already, go down, sub to my page, like this video, throw a suggestion in the comments. And if you haven't already, go down into my description, click that first link, go to the Red's page, show him some love. The dude is an absolute genius, and we are back on this journey with Ren again. We are going to do Ren Money Game. This was the second to last long hauler, I would say, where it has multiple parts. The only video that actually has both parts does not have the music videos attached to them. So we're going to do something different. We're just going to do a two-piece today. We're going to give you a Money Game and then Money Game Part 2 right after it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, that's a different sound. That's almost like a country sound. I haven't heard this from Ren yet.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through Parliament in theories. Devils walk among us, they think the criteria. Eerie theory, strive, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A bald chain.
Who's behind the mask?
Into your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lights a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole world burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade. But now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a...
The little pieces of paper turns Satan into a sinner.
But now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer.
A saint, I'm sorry. Turns a saint into a sinner. Wow. Yeah, money is the root of all evil. Okay.
His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And those who rise to distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Okay, so one thing that I'm really starting to really like about Red is the fact that you can definitely tell that he has internal struggles and he has demons that he's fighting. And just like several other U.S. artists that I'm very familiar with, he paints it in a very, very like beautiful, descriptive type of a video. Basically, like, characterizing that insane feeling that we all get occasionally and the intrusive thoughts. But it amazes me the fact that he's able to depict this in such a masterful way. I'm still grasping for the concept here. Still trying to figure out who's in the, hooded up and playing the guitar at his every single request, otherwise he's gonna die. Very, very interesting video.
This old money game. Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas that keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
Ooh, that's freedom of speech. Hold on. Dear Mr. President,
Evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When
everybody's a resident of fear when they adopt these or a resident of these thoughts that keep us.
It's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they
that always a resident of fear when they keep these ideas that keep us separate. Anyway, kids. Yeah, that was my daughter. Forgot exactly where I was going with this, but I'm still confused on who is in the hood. I kind of feel like it's himself, but I'm just going to hold that prediction for later.
believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. In the UK, you guys have like prime ministers and parliament and stuff like that. You don't have presidents. So was he speaking about Donald Trump? I'm just curious.
But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murdered like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants.
Is he talking about the American money game, like the American music industry, and the fact that he's trying to fight to stay independent when they're giving him shit deals? I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to piece this together. Please let me know if I'm even on the right track.
Descended from immigrants, irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome. And also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes all again. Demonize a
Whoa, okay, so he's just talking about the entire Western world, including Britain and all of Europe, and the fact that we're all colonizing each other. The Saxons were the Germans, and everybody wonders why the Germans have taken so much flack during history is because they were the original ones to, I guess, be colonized by the Romans, or colonize. I'm a little lost.
Whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions are our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain.
There is no left, there is no right. We just sleep in the middle. We just sit in the middle and sleep. Because both sides are owned by corporations. I love this song already, but I hate it because I have to react to it, which means that I can't be political on here, otherwise I'm gonna polarize my fan base. So I mean, I'm not gonna speak on it.
It comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game.
Okay, was that white hooded figure the representation of, like, just white people in general? Like the colonization of white people throughout history? Because I'm... Darn it. Fred, why do you have to make it so difficult? Alright, money game 2. No, I'm not going to do this one. There we go. So this is literally, okay, so this is about white supremacy within the Western world, and the fact that we basically used white supremacy to capitalize on everything, and now it's called capitalism and not slavery and bigotry, but it's basically the same. It's all about the money and about the consumer, and we're all just consumers to these people. Fun fact, the richest man alive as of March 2023 is the richest man alive because the most wealthiest people in the world has had enough cash flow to make the seller of luxury goods to the richest person alive. Look it up. He surpassed Elon Musk, and he is literally now the richest man alive because he sells luxury items to the elite rich, and the elite rich has had enough expendable capital for the last 3 years that they have made this man, the seller of luxury goods, the wealthiest man alive.
I'm living in panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America written split through fickle shit.
By the way, he was a Frenchman. I gotta run that back. Sorry, my daughter interrupted me again. This is why I only post 1 or 2 reactions like one reaction every couple of days, because I got a family life and it's kind of difficult to get this stuff in. But this is absolutely narcissistic mindsets spread like malaria, and that's what's wrong with the world. Everybody just cares about themselves. Everybody wants to be a narcissist because they feel like as soon as you become a narcissist, you become a rich man. And honestly, that's what it takes. It literally takes no conscience. I mean, if you are soulless and a psychopath, you can become a rich man. If you have even a trace of a soul, you will remain poor because you can't do that to somebody else.
You sit back and watch the show. America written split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on, needlessly bleeding.
Not adequate in parliament, not adequate in the Congress either.
Politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on, needlessly bleeding resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise.
Ohio train derailment. Bleeding resources all day. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay raise. Forget about all the safety measures of the railroad. We're just going to worry about stock buybacks and making more profit. And if we nuke an entire town or an entire 10 million person population with the same active ingredient that's Agent Orange. As long as my pay keeps going up, I don't care. We're going to cover it up. We're going to pay these testers to falsify the results so that we can stay in business. Look it up. It's fact. This is not conspiracy. This is actual fact. In fact, the people that are investigating that Ohio derailment have already been prosecuted, or at least accused and proven that they've falsified reports for businesses before.
A shame it would be, I would die if 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my finger's on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way, And those who rise to distorted lies, poison in the
He was talking about
veins.
Trump.
But we not upon the blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
We used to be. Now, there are parts of the world that are more democratic than the U.S., but honestly, I feel as an American, since 2001, on September 11th, the moment that the World Trade Centers were attacked, pushed forward the loss of our rights in this country. The Patriot Act was the start of it, and they have not stopped. In fact, they have accelerated. It is more and more difficult to actually vote and actually have your voice heard. And the way that the system is set up and the way that they're trying to make it, even if you vote for a person, even on the state level, they don't have to, accept those results. They have not been able to actually pass those laws, but they are trying. The only part of this money game that we really play as just regular citizens is consumers. We give them money, and then they hold us in contempt for it.
This old money game. This old money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells cause there's loads on the sand. Step one, you must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're...
Okay. So if you're trying to sell something that ain't gonna sell, here's how you're gonna feed it to your public. With your here's your PR right now. Here's your public relations. Here's your messaging. Your marketing. This is how they're going to sell something that doesn't even sound like it would be good to buy or to do, but yet you're still going to go hook, line, and sinker for it.
Cause there's loads on the sand. Step one, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're right.
You must create a sense of scarcity. Try to make it seem like they are rare to see. Step one.
Bear with me. Take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond.
I've seen this in person. We literally had like 500,000 feet of wood at our mill while the lumber prices were really low, and we only sold when they was high. You literally create your own demand.
And step two, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a show, then you're just a fucking waste, man.
Exactly. So you make it so it's just so relevant and so prevalent that everybody's doing it. Everybody has it. Why don't you have it? If you don't have this, then you're a layman. You're a wasteman. But then 6 months later, if you don't buy the new product, then you're also the same ones that were pushing people away that weren't buying the new product. If they don't buy the new product, then they get pushed aside too. He's breaking down capitalism.
Placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a show, then you're just a fucking waste, man. Free. It's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality.
Swallow all your morals, they are poor man's quality. I just said that! If you are soulless and a psychopath, you can become a rich man. If you have even a trace of a soul, you will remain poor because you can't do that to somebody else. I literally just said that because a poor man knows the hurt and anguish of trying to make a dollar, and these guys want our dollars. At whatever cost, they will kill, they will steal, they will rob, they will obliterate the planet, they will do anything to get that dollar out of your pocket. Wow.
4. Expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. On self.
She sells, she sells, she sells, she sells, but might as well sell oil as well. I smell a little bit of freedom coming your way if you got some oil. Wow.
Sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas, take your
Sell water to a fish and time to a clock?
foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8. Big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10.
Polarize, polarize, polarize. There are more of us than there are of them. But if we are fighting ourselves, we will never again win against them. One race, different colors. There's a movement that's trying to be started. I'll find the TikTok user, the TikTok creator that is trying to start this movement. One race, different colors. We're all the same people.
The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore.
Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
Why does Ren do this to me so often? I really don't know if you guys can see that or not, because I'm not checking my camera right now. But that is goose flesh. Goosebumps. Just straight goosebumps. Oh my god. I already done those two. I think this just runs out to the beat, right? But if you look at some of the images that he showed, even like Disney back in the 60s and 70s, we're really trying to focus in on the fact that we want this mentality of people who just want money and they don't care what they have to do to get it. And the more money they get, the more money we get. So we're going to try to get more people that want more money. And unfortunately, and sadly, we're starting to see it all over the world, is if you put humanity over profits, your human base is going to deteriorate. Your human base is going to depopulate because of the pollution and the corruption that you've already caused within that region. And it's just going to destabilize yourself. It's literally a virus eating itself. You have to introduce humanity into corporations. You have to introduce humanity into business. Otherwise, it's just going to kill us all. It's going to rule us all and it's going to kill us all. I've been saying this for a while. I'm not going to really talk too much about it. But capitalism is the New World Order. It has infected every country in the world. Ren, once again, you got me thinking. You got me surprised. Goosebumps. And I'm ready for the next one. We got one more. That's Love Music. We're going to get the long haulers out of the way, and then we're going to work on the singles. So, let me know what's after Love Music. It's your boy Wiggles. Go check out Ren. And I'll see you on the next one.